Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode here of my Resonant Rise Let's Play. Season 2 here. We're on the current version of the mod pack, which is 2.5.4.1. And today we're going to keep working on our Mekanism stuff. Now, let me see if I can get the camera back properly again. Alright, here we go. Right, let's run inside really quickly and see what is up. Now, last episode what we did was we started and pretty much finished up our power generation on Mekanism. So if we bring up the clipboard here, we can tick that one off because we've done a little bit of that. But today, because we've got a whole heap of power going, I want to make some machines that we're going to be able to use it. Now, as you can see, I've gone mining in between episodes. And we have a whole heap of resources here, so we should not have any issues with any resources or anything today. So, let me gather a quick list of things we need to make. As you can see, our energy cube here is already full. That did not take long at all, I can tell you that much. So we might go ahead and upgrade one of these later on down the track if we need to, but I don't think we'll have to for a while. So let me just go upstairs and gather myself a list of machines we're going to want to make early on. And I'll be back once I have that. So stick around, guys. Go grab a quick drink or whatever, and I'll see you back in a second. Alright, I got a bit of a list together here of what we're going to need to make. Now, you saw before that I had to make myself a crusher and a metallurgic infuser to get us started with all of our mechanism stuff. So we're going to plonk these back down. We don't really need to do much with these because the recipes for these are pretty much any ingot you get it back to dust for the crusher, and the metallurgic infuser, well, you've seen mostly. You can make actually steel in this, but the enriched iron, you also use the metallurgic infuser, and you need a lot of coal, which is annoying. But you can also make bronze in this, which is handy to know. You can also make, what else is there? Refined obsidian. I don't know what you'd use that for. Yeah, but I am rambling here. But you can see there is uses for them. But what we're going to go for next is our enrichment chamber and our energized smelter. Wow, I am messing up my words tonight. Anyways, let's keep going. So, first off, we'll make our enrichment chamber. So we're going to need a couple of steel casings, some enriched alloy, some control circuits. Alright, I'm going to have to make up so many of these enriched alloys. So we'll make stuff. Hang on, how many do I actually have? I think I have some. Yeah, I have some left over. I'll just grab all the mechanism stuff out of here. Oh well, look, I had some more universal cable. But that is it. Yeah, I'm going to have to make another, I don't know, I'll make another half a stack of these. Where are they? These enriched alloys. So we'll use our metallurgic infuser for now for this. You know, it'd be nice if these were a bit quicker. You know what? Let's make some upgrades for that really quickly as it gets dark here real quick. So we're going to make a lot of these later on as well. But what you can do is you can get some osmium or dust, which we might not have much of that right now, which is a shame. But let's smelt this up really quickly so we can get a couple. But what we can do is we'll make a couple of upgrades using that. So we'll also need a bit of glass. And what this does is it pretty much speeds the machine up, although it does make it more energy. Less energy efficient? More energy efficient? No, definitely less energy efficient to do so. So let's crank these into the crusher here. And we'll sleep real quick through the night. Alright, hopefully that's pretty close to being done. Not too far away. On osmium. Yeah, you can do it, bud. Alright, we're pretty much there. The thing is, like, what we're going to do is we're going to make our basic forms of the enrichment chamber and the energized smelter after we once get these upgrades done. Alright, 2 of these. For now, I think we'll just chuck both of these straight into the metallurgic infuser so we can get this going a little bit quicker. Because we definitely want these enriched alloys a bit quicker. So as you can see, it's a lot faster. Which is a good thing. So, while that's going on, I am going to grab a few resources here that I know I'll need. Like the steel, iron, probably some gold at some stage, you'd have to imagine. If not, we'll come back and grab some more. Okay, so, where were we? So for the enrichment chamber, we need 4 of these. I didn't grab any redstone. Definitely would have needed some of that. Alright, so let's craft up 2 of these for now. What are the steel casings? We need some more of the osmium. I knew that we would surely got some more. Right, maybe not. Oh well, maybe I was hopeful that I'll be able to create some pretty quickly here. Once this setup's done, we'll be able to double this, which will be handy because it's not that there's a shortage, but it'd be just nice to be able to have a lot of this rather than having to rely on smelting it for only one. Okay, so here we go. There's our enrichment chamber. And where is our next one? We want to make the energized smelter, which looks pretty straightforward, really. Oh, probably don't have any glass. No, that was the chest that we're looking for. Hopefully that was the right amount. Yep. No cobblestone either. We'll get this one day, guys. Here we go. So that's the 2 of these now. I'll put these down and I'll show you what we can do with them. So, actually, while I've got these here, I'm going to use this enrichment chamber really quickly. Let's grab half a stack of... Actually, no, let's just do it all. It might take a little while in between, but I'll just pause the recording for that. So this is pretty much your macerator from IC2 or your pulverizer from thermal expansion. It basically grinds the ore down into 2 dust. Pretty much the standard, and then you can get it to you put this output in straight into your energized smelter, which is pretty much your upgraded furnace as well. So you can keep it this way, using your speed and upgrades and all that sort of thing. But what you can also do is you can actually use these. Hang on, let me just show this again. We can make some basic factories. Now, if I hold shift, you're probably thinking, why is there so many different types of factories that all look the same with the same ID? Well, all of them have a slightly different recipe. So this one you can see if I hold shift, it's got the type smelting. And you can see that you use the energized smelter as the middle block. Now if we move along to the next one, you can see it's enriching. And if I look up the recipe for that, it has 2 diamond dust. Wow, that's going to be hard to make. And a basic factory instead. Wait up. What am I looking at? Looking at the advanced factory. Whoops. If we look up the recipe... Yeah, that's better. I was holding shift. I was like, why is that bringing up the uses? Yeah, you use the enrichment chamber with gold. So that's what we're going to do with these fellas, and there's a huge advantage to doing that. You'll see that in a second. But off camera here, I'm going to let this fully smelt up, and I'll be back with you guys once I am ready to keep going with our little build here. Okay, so the energized smelter and the enrichment chamber on their own work not too bad. Like, you could put up with this and put some speed upgrades in it for now, but we're going to go into making those factories straight up. Yep, no, that's fine. So let's go and get our components ready for this. So we're going to need 8 control circuits. If we get the right one. Whoops, I mustn't be on the table. There we go. What was it? Steel. Other side of redstone. No. What was it? Really bad at this. Or was it the other way around? Nope. That's the other one that you can make. Ah, that's it. Alright, so we needed 8 of these. For the 2 factories that we're gonna make. Some gold dust. Okay, so we're gonna have to break some gold down here, I think. So we're gonna need to make 4 of these. Gold dust, which will be just 4 gold ingots in the crusher, so that shouldn't take too long. But we can actually, I'm going to do this really quickly. I don't know whether you guys have seen this before, but you can turn a crafting table into a crafting bench, is it called? I don't know. A crafting station. What it is, it's essentially the same thing, except if you put something in, it doesn't fall out once you leave the inventory. So you come back and it's still in there, which is handy to have. What was the other thing? So we'll put our enrichment chamber in first. And then it was 2 of these either side. Cool. Alright, so hopefully our gold is nearly done. If not, we'll be pretty close. There we go. So slam back over here. Make 1 basic factory with enriching mode. And the other basic factory with smelting mode. Now, I was going to go straight into the advanced factories, and there's a good reason why, but you need to make diamond dust, and the only way you can do that... Oh, hang on. Is there a different... Oh, you can. Alright, let's do that. So we need 4 diamonds. I wasn't going to, but then I found out, well, yeah, as you just saw, you can make the diamond dust. I thought the only way was to use the diamond dust from IC2, but we're going to have to make, yeah, more of those control circuits, not hard. But I'll show you the reason why I want to, so actually we'll make half of them first and then I can really show you. Actually no, that was in the middle. Gonna need 8 of these. 7, 8. Awesome. So in the corners, tops, we'll put this one in first, the enriching one. Hopefully we have our diamond dust. Nice, one more to go. Good stuff. Now I'll come back over to the table. Okay, so now we've got the advanced factory. Now I'll show you the difference. So this is the basic factory. If we open up the interface, we have 3 slots. Now because this one is smelting, it's going to use the smelting recipes. Where's that got? Oh, because it was... Oh, that's cool. It retains the energy. I didn't realize it would do that. I'd imagine it would retain the upgrades as well. But now if we put down the advanced factory, it is a different color. And you can see there's 5 slots, which is a pretty big difference. And it has a bigger buffer for energy. So that was the main reason why I wanted to upgrade these. So we'll upgrade the smelting one. And next up, what we're going to do is we'll put these down. I'll show you really quickly. Actually, let me just grab a couple of things really quickly because there is a way to automate these and I really want to do it. So let me just grab a few things and I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so the first step in automating this is to firstly make ourselves a configurator. Now, you don't necessarily have to make one of these, but I'm going to just because it is pretty handy to see what's going on. So let's quickly grab ourselves a stick. Actually, I don't remember the recipe. So I'll just craft this up real quick, actually. That's what we were looking for. Then the configurator. Wait, I must have shift-clicked the wrong recipe. Why is that not working? Oh well. Let's do it the old manual way. Alright, we have this now. I'll have to go charge that up. But the next thing we'll make is a pair of translocators. Actually, we'll need 4 of them. You don't have to make these. You could probably make transfer nodes or something else. But this is how I'm deciding to do it because I think these are pretty fun to make and they look cool. So we'll need to make a few of these. And then grab 4 of those, which is handy to have. And so we'll set this up now. Let me go downstairs and charge up the configurator here. Shouldn't take too much. We have more than enough energy. It's not even draining it at all, which is good. But this is going to be, I think, our main ore processing method from now on. So we'll jump back up. Let me grab. We'll have to make ourselves a hopper as well. Actually, we might just steal one of these ones because we won't need them from now on, probably. Let's go back over here. So the first one we want is our enriching one. So we'll plonk this here for now. And as you can see, we've got the top going there. The hopper on the front. On the top, sorry. So we'll have to set up the configuration here. So if you're familiar with thermal expansion, you know these are, this is the front, top, left, right, the bottom, and this one's the rear. So if I get this right, if we have red on the top, that means we want in our configuration, we're feeding from the top, we want the dark red there. So let me grab something, see if it works. Maybe red here. Nope. Maybe it has to be something that can go in the inventory. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna have to fiddle with this off camera. It's pretty different from what I'm used to trying to do. But if you aim the configurator, yeah, I'm still learning this as I'm going here. Sort of. I tried doing this in a creative world and it seemed to work. So as you can see, if you aim the configurator and right click it, you can see the color the top is at. But let me just get this working really quickly off camera and then I'll explain to you guys what I had to do for it. So just wait 1 second. Okay, so I think I've got it working here. So if we look at the hopper, it's placed on the top side. And we open up the configuration, we have it so that the right panel here, I'm not quite sure what the go is with this side. But I've set the top to red. So anything coming through the top side is going to go in the red. And now if we set up the left side, not the left, the front, what we can do is, right now it's grey, but then we can go to the configuration and set this to, which colour do we need it? We need it dark blue. So we scan through here, we find that one. And then what we should do is get that into our advanced factory for the smelting side of things. So we'll set this one up now to the top being red, which it already is. Turn the others to grey, and hopefully when we set up our translocators, that will be right. Now, if you haven't used translocators before, essentially if you right click on the outside box, you get a filter. Then you can click these middle buttons, and depending on, oh, see, that already worked. Depending on which way you have it, see there's a flashing little bit of particle there. If you turn that around, it will take it back the other way. So yeah, that's how that works. So you can see that's already working, which is awesome. I think that's essentially it. So when you're configuring these things, you can just turn these ones on, which is good. Now, I'm pretty sure it doesn't, well, I'm not sure if it auto ejects. I tested it with auto eject turned off, but I don't know. Let's actually try and test that again right here. So I put a chest down right on the right. So we'll turn, which color do we need the right hand side? Dark blue again. Dark blue. And to change the colors, either left click to go forward, right click to go back. We put auto eject on. Does that mean this is going to? Oh, it is too. Okay, we could have done this a lot easier than with the translocators. Let me try and reconfigure this a little bit, but you can do it this way. Might just be a little bit more tedious. Let me try and fix this the other way without the translocators and see what we can get. So I finally got it, guys. So I've reconfigured this a little bit better than what we had it before. I didn't realize you had the auto eject feature there. I just hadn't figured it out, but I finally got it. So as before, we have our hopper feeding into the top of our advanced factory, which is through the red slot, which means it goes into the top here to get enriched, which it turns into dust. And then the configuration says our output is our dark blue slot, which is the right. So it outputs to the right. And then we have our setting on our factory for the smelting set so that the dark red is the left hand side, which is getting ejected into from the enrichment chamber factory. So it goes in the top, gets smelted down into the dark blue slots, which again gets auto ejected to the right hand side and into this chest here. So let's quickly get a demonstration of this going. So I'll put one into the top of the advanced factory. It's actually pretty quick for being sort of stock. The next thing we'll be doing is putting some upgrades in it, which are pretty cheap, and it makes it go a lot quicker. So you can see, got output into the top here, going down, and it pretty much instantly disappears into the chest, which is awesome. So that is pretty cool. What we're going to do is make a stack of the upgrades now, while we've still got a little bit of time left in the episode. I always make that mistake. I put S before I. Just typing habit, I guess. So the upgrades, we're going to put, I'm going to try and put a stack in each of them, a stack being 8. So we'll see how that goes. We need a bit more glass than that. So we'll make, for now though, I just want to make sure that we don't, wait, what are we missing out on here? We don't have any enriched alloys. We're going to have to make a few more of these. We'll make 16 for now. So I'll come back once these have cooked up so we can finish off what we were doing. Right, so we have our stack of speed upgrades. Let me just quickly sleep here, but we are pretty much right at the end of the episode. So this is what we're going to do to finish it all off. I just got to make sure when we install these that we don't push the machines past the capabilities of our current power gen. So I'm going to put 2 in to start off with, which is not a bad increase that we put into the crusher here, into the metallurgic infuser. So let me just chuck in really quickly some osmium into the top of this. We'll go downstairs, and as it does its thing, we'll see how our power generation's going here. Oh, it hasn't moved so far. We'll see how it goes when it moves on. It doesn't look like it's doing anything, so let's put another 2 in to each machine. It should be fine for now, I think. It's in. Head downstairs. Should be fine. I haven't seen it move. I'll update you guys though. I dare say it won't be any issues. But I'm glad this is sorted because we definitely needed a different system of processing our ores because this was getting really slow for large amounts of stuff. So as you can see, this is a hell of a lot quicker, which is awesome to see. And the good thing is that you can have 5 different types of dusts going in here at once. So if you have, say, tin, copper, iron, gold, all that sort of stuff, they can all be done at once, which is amazing. So I'm really happy with this new setup. That's the way, I didn't realize how good Mekanism was up until playing around with it this morning. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching me put this together. Hopefully it hasn't been too, I don't know what you call it, boring or anything, because I'm trying to figure it out at the same time as I'm doing it. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the episode. Click that like button if you have. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already to keep up with the date with this series. Get some pretty good views lately. I'm pretty happy with how the progress is going. But yeah, so let's actually tick off our little list here. Celebrate the end of another episode. Next up, I dare say we're going to go to the Nether because I need some better tools. Definitely going to make some cobalt ones. But we'll see how we go. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Name's been Snoresby, and I'll see you in the next one.